Have you ever had a challenge that was so big that you were afraid to try, yet that challenge stayed there in front of you for days or years or months? For me, that challenge was learning the names of the 254 counties of Texas. I had used this software to learn the countries of Europe or Africa, and that took about a week each. And in one semester, I could learn the names and locations of all 50 states, continents, and oceans, and 175 countries of the world in one semester. If I can do that at my age, 77, how do I do this? 77, you can do it much better and much faster. So I finally got into deciding I really need to work at learning the 254 counties of Texas. I was invited to give a presentation at the Texas Social Studies Conference this year, and on September 25th, I decided I'm going to go ahead and try and see what I can do to learn the counties. And it was not easy, but I did it in my spare time. I know that I have more spare time than you guys do because you have sports and you have family things and you have all of the things that younger people do. But in my spare time, I was able to learn it in 18 days. If I can do it in 18 days, so I set up this system, a system of, I'm going to have eventually 30 videos to encourage you each day, and I will have games each day for you to play to learn the counties of, the names of the counties, okay? Let me get right in and show you how the system works. You go to clickandlearnsoftware.com, click the Play Now button. I am not signed in. I am just like you. I can go there from anywhere. Clickandlearnsoftware.com, and then I click this button at the top that says 30 days to learn the Texas counties. I click that, and that opens a whole series of what's going to be 30 videos, along with the games that are already created. Over here on the left, when I click that button, I get, it looks like 11 pages of tools to help you as you go through this process. I'm going to guide you through the process. A list of all the counties, a map showing where each county is, a list that you can fill in, like, let me go over to this one, that you can fill in. Put Anderson, Andrews, Angelina, Aranzes, Archer, Armstrong, Addison, and so forth. You can fill in, but let me go back to the to this part, and I'm going to print. I'm going to go up here to the, first of all, let me back up. I'm going to close this window. I got here by clicking this icon for the Texas, and I then click the print button, and I say I want to print all of these. Click print, and while those are printing, I'm going to close that window in a minute, but while those are printing, I got the printer unplugged. Hold on. All right. It is not easy being old. But those are the types of things that if I can do this at my age, you guys can do all of this at your age. So the printer's printing those pages off. I'll scroll through and show you again. A blank map with the counties, kind of list of the abbreviation, the list of counties that you can use for at night as you're going to sleep. Work through learning to memorize the counties. I know this might sound convoluted to what I'm trying to explain right now, but it works. And here are the pages that are printed. Okay. This, And these 2 pages are what I take to bed with me tonight. Is when I'm driving on the highway or going someplace, I have those pages with me so that I can work on reciting the counties. And then I have these, it looks like 4 pages that I use to write in all the names of the counties start with A and B. And you can see that there are 8 counties that start with letter A, and there are apparently all the way down here and up to here. There are 19 counties that start with the letter B, and so forth. And I'm just showing you this to show you that we provide all the resources so that you can get in and do this. But let me get right into showing you how this system works. I'm going to close this window, and what you're seeing now will be in this video. When you click here, you'll be able to see the video I'm talking to right now. I'm going to click this game, click that button. I'm in the learn mode. I click single player, and I click go. I'm going to show you how this system works. Okay, so up at the top, it asks for Anderson. Hold on, the phone's ringing. I tell you what, I get so many spam messages every day. I'm going to back out and start over. I'm going to click this button up here at the top. This is important for you to see. I click here. It brings us back to the set of pages. I can also collapse this entire channel with that little collapse button there. I'm going to open it back up by clicking the 30 days icon. And now I'm going to get right into playing one of these games. It's on learn mode. I click the single player button. I click go. There are 7 buttons on the screen, and at the top it asks you to find Anderson. We have 11 seconds to do this. One of these buttons is Anderson. So when I click one of the buttons, well, that's not Anderson, that's Armstrong. And notice when I click another wrong button, you get a little red light. Let's do this one here. You get a little red light. And it says you clicked on, in that case, Angelina. Here's another wrong button. That's Archer County. But I'm going to show you what happens when I click the correct button. When I click the button for Anderson, I get a green light. The button disappears. We're racing the clock, and the question changes to Andrews. One of these buttons is Andrews. Then in this case, this is Andrews. And now it asks for Angelina. If you go over 5 seconds without clicking the correct button, at any time the Show Me button appears, you can click the Show Me button to find, in this case, Angelina. It asks for Aransas. Let's see if this is Aransas. No, that's Atascosa. This one is Armstrong. Show Me. This is Aransas. And Archer, click this one. Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa. We were 40 seconds over the time limit, so we're going to play again over and over and over until we can do the first 7 buttons in 11 seconds. I've done this often enough that I know I don't have to use the Show Me button. And I know that after I click Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aransas, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, I beat the clock. Okay? And now we go to 14 questions. I play that over and over at that level, so I really know those first 7 very, very well. So that I can go from, and I whisper as I click, I can go from Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aransas, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, okay, and then we get into 7 new questions, which we haven't practiced yet, so we have to do the same thing. We practice with this. Is this Atascosa? No, that's Bailey. Is this Atascosa? No, that's Baylor. Okay. I can use the Show Me button. Okay, that is Atascosa. And then it asks for Austin. Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Bastrop, Baylor, B, and Bill. I was 16 seconds over. So we go over and over until we can easily get to locate and identify those first 14 counties. But there's some tricks to this. Now, they're really important. If you ever were playing baseball in 1st or 2nd grade and the coach saw you had your bat on your shoulder, he says, no, that's not how you have to hold a bat up and ready to swing. Those are things that make it possible for you to do things better. And with Click and Learn, it's the same way. With click and learn, you want to whisper as you click. And the reason we whisper as we click is because when we say it, we hear it, we see it on the screen, and we touch it with the mouse. Those are the things that helps you learn. And if you are, and you also, we want you to use a mouse. If you are someone that plays a lot of these computer games where you're shooting the zombies and fighting the invaders from outer space and saving the world, you are using a real mouse. You're not using a touchpad, because you know that has to be fast. You have to really react, and it's the same with click and learn software. You need to react, so use a whisper as you click. Use a real mouse. Anderson, Andrews, Angelina, Rancis, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Baystrup, Bailey, Baylor, B, Bell. Okay, we have mastered that level, but instead of going to the next level with 21 questions, we would repeat over and over. This is the repeat button. Do this until you're very comfortable. Anderson, Andrews, Angelina, Rancis, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, I'm thinking ahead where I'm going to go next after I do Bailey. I'm going to go down to Bandera, Baystrop, up to Baylor, B, Bell. Okay, beat the clock, and now I feel comfortable enough going on to 21 questions. So I click though. Okay. Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aranzis, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, Bailey, Bandera. Here's the other thing I want to show you. Sometimes these buttons are so close to each other that you have to make sure that you have the finger pointing on your mouse, because otherwise you can accidentally click the wrong button. Okay, so it asks for Baystrup. It asks for Baylor, B, Bell, Behar. And the other thing is, you might have to ask your teachers to help you with pronunciation. Behar, Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos. Okay? I was 12 seconds over. We're going to do that again. Excuse me. Click the go button. Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Arancis, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Baystrup, Baylor, B, Bell. I'm thinking ahead where am I going to go next after I do Bailey, B, Bell, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, and Brazos. Okay, this is the process. Now we're going to 27 questions. Okay, Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, the purple one. Aranzis is on the coast. Archer is red. Archer, Armstrong. Atascosa has a little shape to it. Atascosa. Austin is yellow. Atascosa, Austin. Bailey, Bandera. Bandera has a little bit of shape to that too. Bandera, Baystrup. Baylor, B, Bell, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. Did I beat the clock? Okay, I beat the clock. I would repeat that. I would click this button and repeat over and over until I'm very, very comfortable. But here's the difference in the way a normal click and learn game works versus the ones we're going to work with in this series. In this series, we only are learning the names of the counties. So we skip the part where it says play it in random order, and we skip the part where it says play it in test mode. We are only going to play in alphabetical order all of these games over and over and over as we go through. So instead of clicking the go button where it says let's do the questions in random order, instead of clicking the go button, I click the exit button. Okay? And this is what I want you to do for the first 2 days. We're going to do what I just did. Click that button. Click single player. Go. Whisper as you click. Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aranzis, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa. Okay, next level, 14 questions. Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aranzis, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa. Look at the shape of that. Atascosa, Austin. Austin is the little yellow one here. Bailey, Bailey, Bandera, Bastrop, Baylor, Bell. Okay, let's go to the next level, 21 questions. Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aranzis. You can really do this in 30 days. Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin. I have so many things to tell you. So many things about this. It's such an exciting system. Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Bastrop, Baylor, Bell, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos. And now we go on to 27 questions, and that's the most questions we have for the A and B level. Click the go button. Andrews, and watch the shapes. Watch as you click. Angelina's a purple one. Aranzis down on the coast. Archer's red. Archer's red. See, that's why you really have to get the finger right on it. It says Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Bastrop. You have to concentrate. You have to focus. Baylor, Bell. Really concentrate. Behar, Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks Brown, Burleson, Burnett. Okay, we beat the clock, but instead of going to random order, we exit. I want you to do that over and over, however long it takes. If it takes an hour, it takes 2 hours, I want you to do that over and over until you are comfortable with doing that. And then the next step is I'm going to click the same game. I'm going to move. Where it says learn, I'm going to click that, and I'm going to select the review mode and click single player. With the review mode, all of the questions are on the screen, and you do them all in alphabetical order, and you don't have to go through 7 at a time, 7, 14, 21, 28. This is the next step. After you've learned with learn mode, then review as often as it takes until you can comfortably beat the clock. Andrews, whisper as you click. Angelina, Aranzis, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Bastrop, Baylor, Bell, Behar, Blanco, Brooks, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. You can get ahead of yourself, and this is good because you're thinking ahead. Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. I beat the clock. I could exit, or I could do that over and over and over. Here's another feature which I'm going to show you. You can also go to full screen mode. And when you're through with that, you just press escape to return. Full screen mode, click the go button. Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aranzis, Archer. Where's Archer? Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Bastrop, Baylor, Bell, Borden, Bosque, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Bosque, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. And I'm going to exit. I'm going to exit either here or up here at the top. And we're back to that. So that's what, right now this video is up to, I'm up to only 20 minutes so far. But I want to tell you some other things about this project. I believe this is really important. I believe geography is really important. And I'm going to give you a lot of encouragement in the next video and the one after that and so forth. But I know that, seriously, if I can do it, you can do it. You're much younger. You're much better with, just as an example, you saw I didn't have the printer turned on. I had the the phone sitting here and I got a spam call in the middle of this. This is not easy for someone my age to handle all this technology, but you guys can do this. And it's not only, here's the other thing. I want to reward you guys for doing this. And the first 50 of you who go through this project and complete this project, the first 50 of you will get, there are some requirements, but you'll get a free a Chromebook. And the only requirements are that you'll be able to recite the counties by after 30 days, or any time, because you might do it faster than that. You'll be able to recite the first 30 counties, all 254 counties, in less than 7 minutes. That's 420 seconds to recite 254 counties. And I have other videos where you can watch me as I recite the counties. I've done it about 5 times on video. One of them was blindfold. I had a blindfold on so that people would know I'm not looking at some answers or something like that, just to prove that I can do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. So here's the deal. The first 50 of you that are able to do this will get a Chromebook, and all you need to do is I will come in an interview, put you on camera, ask you questions about what was the hardest part, what was the easiest part, what was the most fun, and I'll also give you a t-shirt that says I can name all 254 counties, and a refrigerator magnet that you can use just to verify, to show that you really have done this and you really can do this. And if you're not one of the first 50 and you don't want to be on camera for the video, we'll still give you, any of you that can do this, up to the first, let's say, 200 people, we'll give you the t-shirt, we'll give you the refrigerator magnet, give you one of these little owl pins. Let me see if I can show you that little owl guy up there, okay? Just to thank you for using this system and for getting into this. I also believe, eventually, I hope that the governor of Texas decides to have a state holiday on the 254th day of the year. That's sometime in September. And invite students from all 254 counties to gather at one of the local educational facilities and do something like a Zoom presentation, and just to celebrate the fact that you guys are some of the, if you guys get through this, you're either some of the smartest kids in Texas, or you have dedication, or you have such strong willpower that you can do this. I know you can do it. Look at me, seriously. I can do it. I did it in 18 days. You can do it in 30 days. I've got so much more to tell you, but I'm already up to 23 minutes. I want to show you. Normally, I have this on the screen. It says, it's that easy. I should have said, it's that much fun, because it is fun. When I play this game for, that game I just showed you, when I played that for an hour in my spare time, I might decide I don't really need to watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune every night of the darn week. I can go right into playing Click and Learn for an hour a day, and then as I go to sleep at night, I take this list of counties to bed with me, and I work on reciting. In this case, for tonight and the next 2 days, just work on the counties from A and B. That'll be from Anderson to Burnett. Work on those. Take your stopwatch or your phone timer and time yourself over and over and over as you go to sleep. Anderson, Andrews, Angelina, Rances, Archer, Armstrong, Atascosa, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Bastrop, Baylor, B, Bell, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Boss, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. Do that over and over and over as you're going to sleep. And then in the morning, when you wake up, think, what was I doing last night? Oh yeah, I was reciting the counties. And see how well you can do it. And you're going to stumble. I stumbled. I stumbled, but Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aranzis, Archer, Armstrong, Addiscos, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Baystrup, Baylor, B. Bell, Blanco, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Boss, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett, over and over and over. And here's the other thing. That Chromebook that I'm telling you we'll give you, if you're one of the first 50 and we can do all this stuff, this T-shirt we're going to give you, if you can do this little thing here we're going to give you, that's nothing compared to the joy and the pride and the knowledge that you can do something that only less than 1% of the people in Texas can do this. I bet it's 1/10 of 1% of the people in Texas can do this. And if you're not in Texas, you can still join this challenge. I lived in Texas. I lived in Plano, Texas right outside Dallas for about 5 years. I loved living in Texas. And it never occurred to me that I would someday be learning the counties. But it feels so good to be able to do this. I've got so many more things to tell you. But for the first 2 days, play that game over and over. Whisper out loud as you click. Use a mouse. Point as you click. Point. When you're reciting, remember where the pattern helped me learn. Anderson, Andrews, Angeline, Aranzis, Archer, Armstrong, Addiscos, Austin, Bailey, Bandera, Baystrup, Baylor, B. Bell, Behar, Blanco, Behar, Blanco, Borden, Boston, Bowie, Brazoria, Brazos, Brewster, Briscoe, Burleson, Brooks, Brown, Burleson, Burnett. I'm really excited for you guys. I'm really excited for you. And every day you watch the next video and the next video, and then now I'm going to give you so much encouragement. My happiness for you is really going to come through. Okay. It might not be that easy, but it is that much fun. You're going to be doing something that very, very few people can do. Well, they could do it if they use Click and Learn software. They could use it if they play our game. They could do it. But before Click and Learn software, it might have taken, I don't know, years? I don't know. It wasn't easy. With Click and Learn software, the games that we have makes it fun, and I'm up to 28 minutes. But this is the introduction. The other videos will be much shorter because I don't have to tell you about all the pages you can print, and I won't have to tell you about the show me button and the timer and the green light and the red light. I won't have to tell you about whispering and using the mouse because you already know how to do that. So this is almost a 30-minute video. The rest of these will be probably 10 minutes or less, and we might get down to 5 minutes because the main thing I want you to do is get in and play the games. They're free. And if you get into this project in the middle of the project on day 10 or 20 or something, you can still start. You can still play whatever game. It does not have to be from A to B to C to D. I got so much to tell you. We're at 29 minutes. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. And seriously, get in and play it and have fun, okay? Take care.